Playing its third home game in the past 4 weeks, the Huskies open up their Pac-10 schedule with an afternoon tilt against the Cal Bears. The UW offense, led by another impressive performance from quarterback Keith Price, certainly did not have any trouble putting points up on the board. But the Huskies defense would give up 457 yards, and this game would be decided on the final play, much like last season's 16-13 win in Berkeley.
Welcome to the Daily's Husky Highlight Show. We're here at Husky Stadium. I'm Taylor Soper, former UW football beat writer, and I'm here with my compadre Kevin Dowd, a Husky football analyst for the Daily. On Saturday here at Husky Stadium, we saw a good one. The Cal Bears were visiting Husky Stadium, and the Huskies were looking for their third straight win over the Bears.
Indeed.
And we saw a really good one.
The Huskies were coming off a 51-38 defeat at Nebraska last week in a game that pretty much summed up the way things have gone for them all season. Plenty of offense from a high-octane attack led by the duo of Chris Polk and Keith Price, matched with a defense that can't seem to stop anybody. Price entered the game leading the nation in touchdown passes with 11, and got off to a hot start with this 26-yard pass to receiver Devin Aguilar on Washington's first drive, before the Huskies were forced to punt. But the Cal offense didn't waste any time, drawing first blood on this 90-yard touchdown pass to Keenan Allen against a broken Husky coverage, the second time in as many weeks that Washington's been burned early by a big play.
I mean, tell me about that and the way you guys came together to kind of overcome that.
It was just a bust, like I said. I don't know exactly who busted, but somebody busted in the secondary, and then I don't know. He just had so much field to work with, so it was kind of a hard tackle. I didn't know really how to approach it, but I mean, we ended up bouncing back. You know, we started slow, but I feel like I finished the game pretty good.
And the Huskies would bounce back less than 2 minutes later on their next possession, when freshman Seferian-Jenkins rumbled his way in for a 20-yard touchdown catch that tied it at 7. The UW would take a 7-point lead just 5 minutes later on this 2-yard run from Chris Polk, who finished with 63 yards on the ground for the day. Cal added a field goal that cut the UW's lead to 14-10, but Price & Co. could just not be stopped. After this James Johnson 21-yard reception, the 6'6" Seferian-Jenkins was back for even more, this time hooking up on another 20-yard catch from Price that made it 21-10 Huskies with 9 minutes left in the first half. It was the freshman's second touchdown catch of the half and his third this season, as the Gig Harbor native finished with 4 catches and 54 yards on Saturday. Here's Keith Price on his star tight end.
Oh man, that was my plan going into the game. Austin came up to me and said, "Man, I'm ready for the ball. I'm gonna make a lot of plays for you. Just give me the ball." And I gave him the ball.
After Cal answered with a field goal to make the score 21-13, Keith Price made his first mistake, getting stripped on the second play of the Husky drive to put the ball back into the Golden Bears' hands with a short field ahead.
We're going to have to live with some times when he flushes and runs up through the pocket and they cause the fumble. But how many other plays does he make for us with his feet to buy time to create plays for us down the field?
The Golden Bears were able to capitalize on Price's rare mistake, reeling off a 7-play drive culminating with this 1-yard touchdown run by C.J. Anderson to make the score 21-20 Washington at the half.
With the Huskies clinging to a 24-23 lead, a scary moment came late in the third quarter when freshman linebacker John Timu took a knee to the head. Timu would later be carted off and was released from the hospital on Sunday with no major injuries. The Huskies then added to their slim lead when Price connected with Polk on this 70-yard touchdown play, one that the UW had been practicing earlier in the week.
No, I had to actually run around, because they're like some type of zone. I know the middle of the field would be open, so if I get around him without him hitting me, it'd be wide open. So, I had to really turn on the jets that play.
Cal had one more chance to tie the game and marched down the field to give themselves a first and goal from the 2-yard line. There they had 4 chances to punch one in against a reeling Washington defense. But the Huskies stiffened, and when Zach Maynard's last pass hit the turf, the game was over. 1 year after beating the Bears with a 1-yard touchdown run on the game's final play, the Huskies got the win thanks to a flawless goal line stand.
Were we perfect? No. But what a great win. What a cool win for our guys. A lot of great moments within the game, a lot of tough moments. But at the end of the day, something we preached all along here is about finishing, and our ability to finish today was evident.
This is one of those wins that you won't even look back on just this year, but a win that you'll look back on for the rest of your life. You know, it's what makes college football fun, and for the fans to be in it like they were, and for our sideline to be in it like they were. These are the kind of wins that, you know, you look back on, you know, when you're 40, 50 years old and just say, wow, we did it.
He's so accurate. He's amazingly accurate, you know, and I thought he would be accurate, you know. It was just a matter of how he would fit within our system and me calling the plays and what this would feel like. But he's playing at about as highest level as you can play as a quarterback right now. I mean, I don't know.
So we're back at Husky Stadium where the Huskies defeated the Bears 31-23. What did we learn about the Huskies?
I think the main thing that the Huskies can take away from this game is the toughness and resiliency that they showed defensively, especially on that goal line stand late in the fourth quarter. And obviously, as has been the case all season long, they were giving up their fair share of yards, and the other team had a fair measure of success, but they buckled down when it counted on Saturday, and I think that's going to be big for them going forward mentally, just knowing that they got it in to get a stop like that if need be.
Yeah, the defense wasn't great, but they did enough. But really the story from Saturday was Keith Price and the offense. I mean, they made it possible to put enough points up on the board.
Definitely.
What do you take away from Price? I mean, he's got to be one of the best quarterbacks right now in the Pac-12.
Yeah, I mean, as Coach Sarkisian said in his post-game thoughts, Price is playing as well as just about anybody in the Pac-12 right now. And that's heady talk with Andrew Luck's and the Matt Barkleys and Nick Foles in the conference, but playing really well, leading the nation in touchdown passes, not too many complaints, and he's finding the open guys.
So you've got a defense that proved that it can make a stand, and an offense that looks better than anything we almost saw last year.
Definitely.
I think they have a chance next week going at Utah, you know, the new Pac-12 opponent.
Definitely.
If they have a chance, tough place to play.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to get a look at Utah as a Pac-12 team, see how they start to handle the rigors of playing a Pac-12 team every week. But yeah, Rice-Eccles Stadium, it's a tough spot to play. Utah's a good team, good offense. They're going to challenge the Huskies defensively, just as everyone has done.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it should be a good game, probably another high-scoring affair, somewhat like this week. But yeah, it's going to be a good game. I think the Huskies have to like their chances after this week.
Now, if you don't mind me asking a prediction score, think they can pull it off?
Man, let's see. Vegas opened up with Utah at 7-point favorites, I think. I'm going to take the Huskies in that one. We'll say Utah 34-31.
Wow. Bold pick, and well, it'll be an exciting game nonetheless. The Huskies improved to 3-1 with a victory here at Husky Stadium over the Bears, 31-23. And with that, for Kevin, I'm Taylor. We'll see you next week.
Have a good night.